The next logical reasoning question type I want to look at is the must be true question type. We just looked at the most strongly supported question type, and the must be true question type, as I alluded to earlier, is related to most strongly supported, which is also related to the first question type that we looked at, main point / main conclusion. Now here I want to talk about some differences between the question types and also some similarities. Now first, for the difference, I want to draw a distinction between this question type and these two question types in the the level at which you're engaging with the question. What are they asking us to do? For this question type, it's a labeling exercise. It's an identifying exercise. They're asking us to label or identify the support structure. Okay, so again, here they're just asking us to label or identify the support structure. Everything is given to us. The premise is complete. Our job is just to figure out which of these statements is the conclusion. Here it's different, right? I mean, we already saw with this one, and we will see with this one as well, that they don't give us the claim that is supported. It's just not present in the stimulus. It's our job to look at the claims in the stimulus and figure out on the basis of those claims which of the claims in the answer choices is supported. What makes it hard is that there are 4 other distracting answer choices that are not supported, but share a lot of words with the correct answer choice that is supported. So this, in my mind, I think is a harder task. It's not merely identifying the support structure. You actually have to understand how the support structure works. And so it is with must be true as well. So these two question types are similar in this regard. Both require us to look at a stimulus which contains a set of statements and then figure out of the, this is the right answer choice, right? Like the right answer choice is the answer choice that stands in a certain support relationship with the stimulus. Most strongly supported is a little looser about the support structure, whereas must be true is more strict about the support structure. That's the difference between the two. Okay, so let me invoke once again that spectrum that we talked about. On the one end is explicitly stated, on the other end is contradicted, right? Remember in the middle it's just merely consistent with, and then somewhere over here I put strongly implied. And remember what we said about most strongly supported? The relationship between the information in the stimulus and the correct answer choice has to fall somewhere over here, right? Somewhere over here on the spectrum. That's most strongly supported. Okay, what about must be true? Well, for must be true, it's somewhere over here. It's only a subset of the claims that we otherwise would call most strongly supported. It's only a subset of those claims that we can then additionally call must be true because it's a stricter requirement. It's a higher bar if you want to think of it that way, right? It's a harder to meet standard. So I'm going to put this tick mark must be true over here, but understand that, I've never seen this on an actual must be true question, the hundreds that I've seen, but theoretically it does meet the standard. So it's possible that in the future the LSAT writers might do something like this. Again, I've never seen it, but I wouldn't rule it out. So, and the thing is, if they just explicitly restate the claim, well then of course it must be true, because if the claim is already in here and they're just merely restating it, well then yeah, if this claim is true, this claim must be true. Okay, that's why I'm including this part of the spectrum as well. Okay, so this is to put it into perspective in relation to the previous question types that we've covered. One other thing I want to say before we look at some real must be true questions is that this is a question type that the LSAT writers like to utilize conditional logic in. So a lot of if-then claims. We kind of saw that, with the unless lesson. That's coming back here in must be true questions. Okay, so you're going to have to deal with a lot of claims where you have a sufficient condition and you have a necessary condition, and you'll need to know how that works. So we'll look at this in more detail in one of the questions that utilize conditional claims.